This is the same as the Wave, and you can get the bit tool as well, the bit kit, and it comes with like a bunch of bits. So yeah, you can get the bit kit. So anyways, that fits in there really well, but like I said, not a lot of reach with it. And,
hi guys, Leatherman 500 here. We're back, sitting at the table. Right there in front of you, as you can see, there's the Leatherman Wave. Talked about it at length in my review. Love it a lot. 8 ounces, great carry weight. Little bit heavy, not as light as your Leatherman Squirt PS4 like I just talked about, but still an excellent multi-tool. One of the complaints that I did give it though, if you remember back to the review, if you haven't seen it, go look it up. As usual, they're all in annotations there. But one of my biggest complaints about this multi-tool, really the only one that I had, was that this. Okay, so there's your interchangeable bit. As you can see, you can flip it. Great design by Leatherman. Like this design a lot. But the one thing about it is, if you notice, there's not a lot of reach. Not as much reach as you would get with, let's say, a Leatherman Blast, which I also reviewed. Go see the review. But just not as much reach. As you can see, I put the tools side by side. The reach is just amazing on the Blast, but not so much on the Wave because of the interchangeable bit. So I went into a store, Mountain Equipment Co-op to be exact, and I went and I picked up this little gem for $10. The extension. I talk about this in all of my Leatherman videos. I talked about this in my Surge review. But this is the extension right here. Fairly lightweight. Whoops, dropped it. Fairly lightweight, but it is a little heavy. It'll add some weight to your EDC. But it is great to have, and it just fits in there just like that, and then you can put in your bit. When I looked up the video, or I looked up the bit kit and extension on YouTube, there wasn't a whole lot of people who had this extension. I don't know why, but I decided to get it. I seen it, I was like, gotta have it, because it gives you so much more reach. I've been using this constantly, and I love it. It does have a little bit of wiggle when it's inside the handle, but it won't fall out. It does wiggle around a little bit. That's because you get so much more reach with it. But it's worth it. So that's the one thing that I got. Love this. Right beside this extension, when I was walking through Mountain Equipment Co-op, there was this. The bit kit. For $15. I couldn't pass it up. I said I have to have it. I talk about this in all my reviews, and I've never shown one on camera. This is it. This is the bit kit. You got a whole bunch of different bits. Look at the variety here. And it's fairly lightweight. Actually, the extension is almost a little bit heavier. This is just gonna add so much more variety to your EDC. I highly recommend that you pick one up. If you see one, grab it. They're awesome. So many different bits. You get hex, torques, I don't know what all is in here. I haven't got a chance to look through it really detailed, but just all kinds of different bits, and they're interchangeable, so you can flip them out. I'll just show you here for an example. Here's I don't know what this one is, but anyways, this is just an example. Just take this one out, pop that in. Just like that, and then you can flip it, just like that. Awesome idea by Leatherman. Okay, so that is a great option. I highly recommend that you go pick one up, and I believe that this will all fit in the sheath. I've never tried this before with the sheath. So here's your extension. This can go right on the side here. Oops, dropped it inside the sheath itself. This can go right on the side here. This is a leather sheath by Leatherman, by the way. Your bits can go, I guess I can go back in there, I guess. It might not work, I don't know. We're about to find out. I don't know. Wait. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, so if you get a leather sheath with your Leatherman, you can't carry your bits, all your bit kit with you inside the sheath. If you get a leather sheath by Leatherman, you can't carry all your bits, but you can carry your extension. Kind of a downside. That was the first time I've ever tried it, and I did it on camera no less, so there you go. Leatherman Wave, love it a lot. Go get your bit kit. This will also fit your Charge series of multi-tools, and whichever one has your Surge series of tools, and a few others. I can't remember all of them off by heart, but there is a few that offer it. You also get a spare mini eyeglass holder. You can see that. Anyways, there's that mini eyeglass holder. One up there. Okay, so you have a spare one of those. I don't know which ones that all fits. The Surge, the Wave, and the Charge are the ones that I know of. I'm sure there's a couple other that carries the interchangeable bits. I don't know. Look it up. I'm sure you'll find it. Woodsman 500 here, guys. Go get yourself the bit kit and the extension. I've been using this constantly. I love it a lot. It'll save you a lot of time and a lot of grief. Woodsman 500 here. Stay tuned. The bit kit and extension. Finally got one. Finally showing it on camera. Stay tuned. My can of soup here with the Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Blast here. Ready to bust her open. What I usually do when I open cans like this is I just go along, reverse my can opener, and just pull them open. And